and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So today, our class Alpha 4 will conduct a debate about the topic of advantage and disadvantages of IVF. So now, we will start with the government side. So today, I'm from government. We will be the one who accept IVF, which is in vitro fertilization. During in vitro fertilization, eggs are removed from the mature follicles within an ovary. An egg is fertilized by injecting a single sperm into the egg or mixing the egg with sperm in a petri dish. The fertilized egg embryo is transferred to the uterus. Okay, so this IVF is have many advantages. This is because before we do the fertilization, there are multiple of complicated series of procedures.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good afternoon. I will be speaking for the opposition side. So, during the process of taking the eggs from the woman, there are a process called ovarian hyperstimulation. This process is done by injecting human chorionic gonadotropin (HGC) into the woman so that it can ovulate. The ovulate process will then produce eggs for the doctors to take and fertilize with the sperm. So in this process, there are risks of getting symptoms that typically last a week and include mild abdominal pain, bloating, nausea, and vomiting. So, if you become pregnant, these symptoms also will come to you. But if you use IVF, the risk will be getting higher during the early stage. While you're not still pregnant.
No, but like at least even though there are risks, there are risks of getting the symptoms just like you say, but at least the advantages is that the baby born will be a healthy baby. Yeah, you know what I mean?
But from our research say that 55% is the rate of successful on IVF. For those who are having baby with IVF, we can determine the healthy ovum and the healthy sperm by using a method called PDT, where they can determine the genetic viability of an embryo ahead of time, which means most of the unhealthy baby born because of the unhealthy sperm. So that's why we can determine the healthy sperm by using this method.
You're talking about how effective the IVF is. So we have a point here which says that during in vitro fertilization, the rate of miscarriage is higher. The IVF is not only the factor, but also the maternal age is also a factor of the miscarriage. So it has two risks. The first one is IVF is more dangerous and high risk than natural pregnancy. And also, if the maternal age, like the woman, is older, it will also increase the risk of miscarriage.
Saying about risk of IVF and cancer and that, right? But have you ever looked at the bright side of IVF? Look at the mom who cannot get pregnant. This will save their marriage because if they conceive a baby, it will help in maintaining their relationship with the husband. So, of course, there are risks in everything we did. There are risks for many different things we did. And
The example of IVF baby that we have now. I mean, any example?
For example, we have this one singer.
Yeah.
This one, a very famous singer in Malaysia called Datuk Siti Nurhaliza. She do IVF for her daughter called Afia, and now she is super young, bright baby,
after
and she is fine, and so the mother is. IVF is an alternative for an infertile couple. So they need to be totally aware, because if we can find so that not all IVF are successful, but as you say, 80%, right?
Yeah, 80%. What about the 20%?
20%. So if we make an iteration only 4 and only 1 to 5, a rate of is successful.
Yes, it can happen on natural pregnancies also, but the process of using scientifically processed may get the risk of getting your fallopian tube removed higher. Like my mother is my mother gave birth to five child, and I think she's still fertile until now. So what happens if you do it through IVF? If you do it for the first time and you get your fallopian tube or uterus removed, then you won't get to try a natural pregnant.
If they can do it naturally, do it naturally. IVF is an alternative way to have a child. Alternative way to have a child.
Then why would you prefer to do IVF? That is costly.
It helps infertile couple.